Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield discussion video, because the first one, considering that neither of us actively upload ever anymore, did quite well. And funny enough, 24 hours ago, or even less than that, I was just saying to, of course, Dave, who's here.
Hello.
I was like, we need to do another one because, it's been a couple weeks, And then we woke up this morning and they drop a trailer on us.
Yeah.
And one thing that I want to immediately know about this new trailer that they dropped, which of course, go to their YouTube channel, watch it yourself. I'm not playing it and getting a copyright strike. Is that Gigantamaxing got confirmed. Now, Gigantamaxing was actually leaked, and in a leak that I want to say we talked about it.
We mentioned
we mentioned it. The same leak that we mentioned last time talked about Gigantamaxing. So at this point, that leak has to be true. There's too many specifics.
I'd say at this point it's definitely true.
So I wonder, will we get most of that information early? Because now that they've started to drop random trailers on us, probably means we're going to get 1 to 2 trailers a month between now and November 15th.
Which, when you think about it, is not that long from now. So
it's not. I mean, it's July. So. Yeah. And they only revealed another handful of new Pokemon, which, is concerning, possibly. We'll know, of course, what would the game, that week the game is supposed to come out, and some gets early and mines the shit out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wish that... See, I'm okay with them not revealing the Pokemon themselves, but I would like them to say, hey, the Pokedex is going to have this many Pokemon in it.
Or just outright tell us, hey, we're having 100 or more.
Yeah.
Because then it's okay, well, if I know there's 100 or more, I don't care how many you reveal. Because I know I'm getting at least 100.
Yeah. At least reveal the number of new Pokemon.
Yeah. I've come to terms with the National Dex thing. I'm still kind of, not thrilled about it. I still think that it's not a great decision. Nor do I think that their defense of it is the best one. But we covered that already. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link in the description. You can check it out. What was it, 30 minutes of us rambling about the National Dex and other things related to Sword and Shield. Let's jump into the focus of this video, which is actually going to be some of the new Pokemon, including ones that have already been revealed previously that we haven't talked about, and then, of course, the new ones. And we're on the Sword and Shield official website here because we can pull up their abilities and the descriptions of what they do. So let's just start off with the brand new ones. Go away. Thankfully, they did not show up in the video. It's a little pop-up thing. So we're going to talk about, we'll go in order of the 4 new ones that they revealed here at the bottom, which I'm going to say actually 3 new ones.
Yeah.
We knew about Yamper already.
I mean, we're going to mention this anyway, but there's one more that really should have been put in this reveal trailer that they really just didn't.
And I don't know why. Anywho, we're going to start with Alcremie. The cream Pokemon, so I would be allergic to this Pokemon. Is a pure fairy type, has the Sweet Veil ability, which prevents you and your allies from falling asleep. So I'm trying to see if there's anything interesting to note in the description, but not really.
No.
It gives you some lore more than anything else, or possibly hinting at a new move, if you look at the effect around it. So, here's what it says. Of course, if you can't read it, because I know this isn't going to be, super high quality. When attacked by an opponent, Alcremie will throw sweet scented cream to distract them or temporarily blind them, giving itself time to escape. The cream it uses for this purpose has an incredibly powerful soothing effect, and any opponent that tries to eat the cream will rapidly lose the will to battle.
So, I'm thinking it's either going to be an accuracy lowering move or a sleep move?
Yeah. It could be okay, so here...
Or it could be like U-turn.
Here would be... It could be, yeah. Like a fairy type U-turn.
Like a reverse U-turn.
Yeah. So, here's something interesting that it could be. If it's a sleep move, and because, Pokemon's always pushing VGC, the doubles competitive format. If that's an area of effect where it hits the whole field, with Sweet Veil, you would prevent the Pokemon that you have from falling asleep with you.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't think it's a sleep move. I think that would be a little broken if you could just knock 2 Pokemon of your opponents to sleep out of their 4.
Yeah, but I also, I mean, as the more we move forward in the Pokemon generations, it seems like they're less concerned with that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true. So, of the ones revealed, this is probably my least favorite.
I'm just gonna be upfront. It's like Slurpuff too.
It's Slurpuff 2, and like it's another one of those like. And I already saw the people on Twitter being like, "It's a lazy design. Pokemon has lazy designs now. They've always had lazy designs, but this definitely falls into that category for me."
I mean, I don't.
It's fucking Cool Whip.
Yeah, it is.
the Cool Whip Pokemon.
It is. That part don't really bother me. I just don't like the fact that it literally is just like another Slurpuff, like ability and all.
Yeah. Well, let's see obviously what the stats bring to the table.
Yeah. For all we know, it could have like Slurpuff ended up with a great hidden ability and
Huge. Does it have huge power?
no, the one that doubles your speed.
Oh yeah, Unburden.
Unburden.
Yeah.
So if it has something like that, it could be useful.
Yeah. So here's Yamper, which we saw at E3
Yep.
from the show floor. It's a pure electric type. If I recall, the leak says it has an evolution, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Abilities Ball Fetch. So it notes down here, Yamper's ability, Ball Fetch, is a new ability introduced in these titles, and it will come into play when you throw a Pokeball at a wild Pokemon but fail to catch it. As long as Yamper isn't holding an item, it will go fetch the first Pokeball that failed to catch a Pokemon, regardless of what type of Pokeball it is. Competitively, useless.
In Nuzlocke in the very beginning of the game.
Top tier. You're going to want one of these at the start of the game.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be like the Jenny equivalent of pickup.
Yeah.
Where, like, early game, it's really useful, but that's probably the only time it'll be useful.
For sure.
I don't know whether or not this is going to be, like, the Rattata of the game, or if it's going to be more like the Pikachu of the game.
Well, I remember people pointing out, like, in one of the guys in the stadium has like a squirrel, electric squirrel design on his shirt. I don't know if it's gonna fall into either category. I don't think it's quite a Rattata.
Well, I mean, it could very well be like one of those very early Mons.
I mean, if this thing's not early, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
Unless
gonna
its
quite
stats
be
are really fucking good.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, who knows? I mean, just because it's early game doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad.
That's true. We'll move on to the next one. So we have Roly-Coly, a coal Pokemon, which is pure rock. Abilities are Steam Engine and Heat Proof. So, Steam Engine is a new ability introduced in these titles. A Pokemon with this ability will get a speed stat boost if it's hit with a fire or water type move during battle. What they don't mention, but they kind of show in the screenshot, is that the speed rises drastically. So that means they're going up +2.
I think it's either +2 or +3.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a different one for each. Like, there's a different description for each. But it's definitely more than +1.
Yeah, it's more than +1. And that can be the only reason why I'm kind of taking interest in this Pokemon. I just had the feeling, though, it's going to have a terrible base speed stat. I'm thinking it is literally a bundle of coal. So I'm going to assume it's got a base speed stat of, like, between 30 and 50.
Now, if it's +3...
That's fine.
That might actually redeem it.
That would redeem it. If it +2 would make it serviceable, but not
now,
great.
The only other thing that's really important here is how is this thing special defense? Because obviously, if it's going to get hit with a water type move,
And it's pure rock.
It'll get obliterated if its special defense is garbage.
I have a feeling this thing's going to be bulky.
It's probably going to be
Bulky and slow. Yeah. Well, I mean, it needs to be especially bulky.
It needs to be, but that doesn't. Well, you got to remember, not all water moves are special.
That's true, but the best ones are.
Yeah. Now, looking at this thing and going by like what it is, obviously it's coal. Heat is a major part of it. It's definitely evolving into a rock fire type.
Oh yes, it has to be.
Yeah. So.
Now, that would make Steam Engine a very important ability.
Also a bad one.
A bad one at the same time, because you have 4 times weakness to water.
And ground.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Steam Engine doesn't affect that at all. But that's still just defensively a bad typing.
Yeah, that's why I have to hope the speed stat is serviceable before it gets hit with the move. Otherwise, it's going to be terrible. So now we'll go to the last one, and the one that I am most excited for, even though
I'm getting new ones.
Of the new ones, of course. And that's Duraludon, which sounds like a Digimon, looks like a Digimon, might be a Digimon. We're not sure yet.
That's kind of been the theme.
Yeah. So it is the Alloy Pokemon. It is a Steel Dragon. I love that typing.
The typing is phenomenal.
Its abilities leave a lot to be desired. It's either light metal or heavy metal. And it just kind of notes that it's not heavy, even though it looks like it should be a big boy. It's 88 pounds. It can move quick, despite its appearance. Its body is weak to corrosion, however, and is known to rust easily. And they note that they share habitat with Tyranitar, and they fight each other a lot. So, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but Larvitar was confirmed to be a Shield exclusive. So I don't know if that means that this thing is a Shield exclusive. Because if it can be only found in habitats of Tyranitar, and Larvitar can only be found in Shield, what's this thing fighting then? Because if I recall, Sword's going to have Hydreigon and Jangmo-O. And then Sword's going to have Larvitar and Gumi.
You mean Shield?
Yeah, Shield.
I like Gumi.
I don't know. Pseudos.
Couldn't we get Dratini?
You know, they want those original 151 in both games. But that's not the important part here. This is definitely going to be a Glass Cannon Mon. I mean, at level 62, it's got HP of 172, which is pretty standard. Nothing special there. It's the only stat we can really see.
Yeah.
But from the description, I'm going to guess it's going to actually be like, probably like, if I had to guess, a base at of between 90 and 100.
Maybe.
And then probably mediocre defenses, both physical and special.
Yeah.
Probably special worse than physical.
Oh, special will probably be like 10.
Yeah, special's going to be terrible.
Yeah. I can see it having high physical attack.
Yep. Probably decent special attack, too, because it's dragon.
Now, the question is there going to be 2 pre-evolutions, and is this going to be the pseudo?
It doesn't look like a stage 2 to me.
It doesn't, but I could also see... It could also be like Drampa, and...
have everyone really excited and then, like, do nothing?
Like, make it very late game, but have it be, like, very middling.
Yeah. So, there are some other Pokemon that I've revealed in the past that we're going to go over with probably relatively quickly. We're not going to talk about these 5 up here because we already have. Especially these 2. And their mediocre designs.
Yeah.
So, real quick, we'll go through these 5, and that will probably be it for this video. So, Gossifleur is a pure grass type. It's got Cotton Down and Regenerator. I mean, more Regenerator Mons, that all automatically catches my eye.
Yeah, I like the ability. The design is alright.
The design doesn't speak. It's a fucking flower.
I'm not gonna like go out and say like this is terrible. It's lazy. Like there's only so much you can do with grass types.
Yeah.
There really is only so much you can do.
Yep. So Gossifleur does have an evolution. We have seen it. It's Eldegoss, which stays pure grass, which
makes no sense.
I would have made it Grass Fairy personally.
I would have, but I think I don't even know if they thought of this but then it would just be another Whimsicott.
That's true. So the abilities stay the same, and they pretty much say that like it's got good defense. Is what we're being told.
And
here.
the ability makes it slow down opponents. That Cotton Down.
Yeah.
which is good.
It is good.
So if it's decently bulky and it can slow down opponents that touch it, then it could be useful.
It could be. We just need to see that move pool because I want U-turn.
Yeah.
Because does that have to hit you or can you hit them with physical moves and slow them down?
I don't know. I think
Because
they have to hit you. It's the same.
In that case, I would prefer Regenerator.
It's the same exact thing as the Tangled Hair or whatever it is that Alolan Dugtrio has.
Oh, I think you have to hit it then.
Yeah.
So if it has U-turn, Regenerator might be the better ability.
Yeah.
Because
it depends on the sets. Like, I could see Calm Down being really good if you have like a.
You're playing stall.
If you're playing a stally, bulky.
Yeah.
But Regenerator's good for that too. So I mean.
Yeah. Either way. So of course then we have the one that has the internet still.
This is definitely the Rattata.
This is a Rattata for sure. Wooloo, the sheep Pokemon, pure normal type, fluffy runaway abilities.
And yet, it's probably going to be like the best one since Christ.
Fluffy's one that reduces.
It's Beware's ability.
So it reduces fire?
It doubles, or no. It reduces physical attacks by half.
Yeah, but takes double fire.
But takes double from fire.
Okay.
So it's really good.
Yeah, it's a good ability. Then Runaway sucks.
Runaway is useless at pretty much everything.
Yeah, so if you catch all the Runaway, just release it.
Yeah. But
Search for Fluffy.
But the primary ability is Fluffy.
Yeah.
So that means it's going to be more than like
it
what
should
you're
be.
Gonna, yeah.
We don't want to counter eggs before they hatch with these fucking games.
True.
So.
But Wooloo, I'm kind of optimistic about it. If it has an evolution, normal types tend to have a very huge move pool.
Yeah.
Like very wide variety. It could be physical. It could be special.
Mm-hmm. We just don't know.
We don't know. This, and not to mention, I think Mareep is probably going to be in this goddamn game.
I think it is already. I think it already showed Mareep. The rivalry.
Breeding moves.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to get some crazy ass breeding moves, I bet.
Probably.
Like especially with like all the electric moves that it's probably going to get from Mareep.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
Up next, Corviknight. Probably one of the best looking mons we've seen so far, if not the best.
And everybody's going to name this thing Uber or Lyft.
Probably, yeah. So it is the Raven Pokemon. It's Flying Steel with Pressure / Unnerve.
I have my thoughts about that.
And yes, it is the Uber or Lyft of the Galar region. Don't really give us any hints at what its stats could be.
We did see a screenshot of it.
Oh, we did. You're right.
We did. It's got like base 90 attack. Or not 90. No, not 90. It was like 90 speed.
Oh, that's not terrible.
90 speed and like 110 attack or something.
That's not bad.
No.
But also on the screenshot,
it's basically like going to be a reverse Skarmory.
One thing I noticed in the screenshot of the Steel Dragon one from earlier that I forgot to mention, it showed as level 62. This thing's being shown at level 60.
Yeah.
Some of the mons we were looking at before were shown at level 20, level 15. So this could be a hint that they're late game, or it could be just random. But I feel like it's not.
They're definitely mid to late game.
Yeah. There's...
You ain't getting this. I'm going to just go on a limb and say you ain't getting that before the 6th batch.
That's specific.
Earliest 5th batch.
Yeah.
You ain't getting it before the first half.
Oh, yeah. No. I'd say second half for sure. If not, like, Victory Road.
Yeah.
Assuming that's here. And then last, but not least, we have Dreadnought. You bite Pokemon, Water Rock.
Makes me so sad. Makes me so sad.
With strong jaw and shell armor for the abilities. It's a good design.
I love the design, but
it just should be electric.
Why? You know what? The actual 2D art, if you go back up to it, looks more rockish than the 3D art.
Yeah, the 3D art is more yellow.
And not only that, but it's not as jagged. Like, you
Yeah.
can see the rock texture on the 2D art over the 3D art.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it being rock.
Mm-hmm.
Why water? This thing should be a dragon.
Yeah.
This thing should be a dragon.
Well, this will not be the first, nor will it be the last time that they just fuck up typing with the design. And then we also know that Corviknight and Dreadnought will have, and Alcreme will have different designs when they Dynamax, because they will Gigantamax, which is essentially Mega Evolution mixed with Dynamaxing, because it changes their design, how they look. I don't know if it's going to actually, like, make them different in terms of, like, will it change their ability like Mega Evolution will? We don't know 100%.
I don't think it'll change abilities, but it'll probably change stats. We know that Dynamaxing will increase HP, but I'm sure the Gigantamaxing will probably also, like...
We'll do something.
Like, maybe 0.5 to all of the other stats.
Yeah. So, that's kind of it for talking about the new Pokemon. I like a lot of what they're doing with the Gen 8 designs, aside from the Legendary still. They are the worst mons we have seen so far. They're just not good-looking Legendaries.
Yeah, I agree. If there's one problem I've noticed throughout the designs, and we've kind of mentioned it here, it seems like there's too many callbacks to previous designs that they're basically trying to make new. Like, we said straight up, like, Eldegoss looks like Whimsicott.
Yeah.
Alcreme is basically fucking Slurpuff.
Yeah.
The Shieldmon is Solgaleo 2.
Yeah.
Too many callbacks to previous designs. I mean, Wooloo, Mareep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not against it. Like, obviously, with, like, you're getting close to 1,000 Pokemon. There's going to be some overlap.
Yeah.
That said, I feel like it's too soon to have a legendary that looks like the legendary of the previous game.
Right. Like, we just
Like,
had
dead-ass.
Sun and Moon.
Dead ass the last game. I mean, I don't know. Depending on, maybe their abilities and stats will make them seem super useful.
Maybe.
Watch them both get shit fucking ability. Watch them get pressure.
Oh, they haven't revealed yet.
Which pressure is good for stall, and that's all.
Yeah. So obviously they're not gonna tell us anything about them until like right before release, like with
I could already tell you, and you should be able to figure this out on your own if you're watching. But obviously, the shield one is going to be a bulky staller. The sword one is going to be a fast special or fast physical attacker.
Probably. If you base it on design.
And what they are. I mean, it's a shield, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
And a sword.
So, that's it for now. I have a feeling... I can't remember the exact release schedule of when they were doing Sun and Moon's reveals. I want to say they were bi-weekly. We got something, whether it was like a minute long or 2 minutes long.
At least once a month.
Yeah, it was definitely once a month. But I want to say near the end that for sure they were bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Because they were just shoveling, even for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
We got a lot of...
We got a lot of trailers for that stuff. Because, like, they'll have trailers where they might not show you, but like, one or two Pokemon, but they'll tell you, like, a feature.
Yeah.
So, the last thing to cover for this video is, we got 2 new gym leaders revealed. And this has been, actually, from what I've seen, I think a surprising source of controversy. Because, for the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, for the first time, we have version-exclusive gym leaders.
Yeah, technically.
Like, outright, like, version-exclusive.
Yeah, well, technically Emerald version did that, but it's not the same thing. That's the third game.
No, that's the third game. That's not the same thing. So, Sword's getting a fighting chick who looks like 2B, and then Shield is getting a ghost Shy Guy trainer.
He's a fucking Shy Guy, goddamn.
But people are basically saying that, like, this is bullshit. They're trying to get us to spend $100 to get both games. And I'm just going to say it. You may not agree with their practice of, like, the whole splitting the version thing up. but they have done it literally since Gen 1 in the 90s. That's never going to change. Yes, they want you to spend $100 on their games.
They want you to complete the decks.
Exactly. They've always wanted you to do it. Or if not, like, talk with your friends. Pokemon's always been a social game.
I mean, thankfully for us, we're just going to get the double pack.
Yeah, it saves us $10 each.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, I see both sides. I understand why people are mad about them now, like, kind of extending the version exclusive thing to gym leaders. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's a fucking one battle that we know of so far. One battle. Even if it's two, whatever. Like, it's not going to matter that much. You're going to beat the shit out of them either way.
I mean, I get it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I get it. Don't bother me.
And honestly, like, we shouldn't be surprised. Because, like, for
After
one...
a while, you knew they were going to start doing shit.
And honestly, from anything that we can tell, if nothing else that we can tell from this generation, they're out of touch with the player base right now. It's very obvious. And people may disagree with us on that or disagree with me on that, but I think that Masuda and them they are out of touch with what the player base wants.
They are going to do what they want to do regardless.
Yeah.
Now, I think that there have been extremes taken about that on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, just recently there was a thing where, like, Masuda sent, like, a thank you message to somebody who just got married, and people literally spammed his comment to that guy with hashtag bring back national decks.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. I still think that their response to why they didn't do the national dex thing is bullshit. You're on better hardware than you ever were before. There's no excuse why you can't put 1,000 Pokemon in the game.
And this is also going to be a full price $60 game as opposed to what was originally
What, they were
$40,
50?
$40,
Oh, I thought Sun and Moon were 50.
$39.99.
Oh, then in that case, yeah. So you're charging $20 more for a 3DS game with half the Pokemon missing.
Yeah.
Anywho.
But we're still going to buy the game, so.
Yeah. I mean, look, they can be out of touch with the overall player base all they want. I can disagree with their design decisions all I want. I love Pokemon, and I'm going to buy the game.
Wasn't it Jofa that said they could come and slap my mother and I'm still going to buy the damn game?
He was like, they could, like, come in, like, spit my mother's face, and I'd still be going to GameStop at midnight to pick up the brand new copy of the game. So, it kind of falls into that category of, like, I have grown up with this franchise. I'm not going to abandon it because they don't do something I like. And, you know, if I hate it that much, then I won't buy another one.
If we can get through Gen 4...
Exactly.
We can get through Gen 8.
You can get, if you got through Gen 4, and for all you kids out there who started with Gen 4, you don't understand. So, but if you got through Gen 4 as like a teenager / a young adult growing up, you can get through Gen 8. It's not going to be that bad. It's impossible.
No HMs, it's already better.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for this Pokemon discussion video. Again, in terms of like my channel, obviously still nothing set because we haven't uploaded since this. Mostly because I've been super busy with my business. Even now, like, we're only doing this while I'm taking a break from Perlers, so. But occasionally I'll go live on Twitch and you can check me out then. And on behalf of Dave and myself, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next discussion video for Pokemon Sword and Shield.